Let's go. What episode number is it? I don't even know.
I'm going to guess. I'm going to throw a wild
27?
17.
17? No, I don't think we're that.
I think we're at 15.
I don't think it really matters. Let's
16?
go.
Let's go.
Gonna change the world with my hockey stick.
Ooh, I like that.
Gonna make a real
harmony.
difference. Feed the poor and heal the sick.
Woo! Welcome back to the Puck Daddy Pod.
Actually, a perfect song.
We
It
should have
is.
the Vandals like open live, like for
Yeah.
They should do it like an acoustic version of the song now for us.
Just
That
for
says
us.
Puck Daddies or something. Puck Daddies are going to
have they
change the
seen
world.
Have the Vandals seen this?
I say we have them just like right behind us. Like we'll build a little stage there, and for
Every time, yeah.
no, for our 100th episode,
Oh, okay,
Right?
yeah.
Hire them.
it's just-
We'll hire them.
come in live and just
Do a cameo. We'll just put them on the screen. Put the screen behind us.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because
All
I
right.
never listened to the Vandals. I really don't know any other.
I only knew about them from Jeremy.
the only. I mean, this is now if they're listening, they're like the disrespect
No,
guys because
shout
I'm
out
sure
to
they
them,
have a lot
though.
of great
Yeah,
music.
I'm sure they
Yes.
do.
But as a kid and just going on LimeWire or Kazaa or
Oh,
Napster,
LimeWire.
you know,
Do you remember Frostwire, the follow-up after that? Yeah.
no, I don't. 1 second, my wife is calling. Hey, sorry, I'm doing a podcast. Love you. Bye. I mean, there's not really much else I could do there,
Yeah.
but I did
we're
let her
live.
know. I
We're
think that was
live.
respectful. Was that
We're
good?
live. Yeah.
You know,
And
respectful.
silent the
At a
phone.
silent
Yeah.
mode.
And
Do
it's
not
silent
disturb.
now.
Tables vibrating
And
the
turn
whole
it
show.
upside down. Exactly. That's
Yeah.
exactly the right move there.
All right. Anyway, before we
Yeah, no,
get
I-
too far down the rabbit hole,
I'm
what
talk-
were you saying?
I'm talking about so like as a kid, I'm on Napster or LimeWire or whatever, and I'm just looking for hockey songs. Literally just anything that has to do with hockey. I want it. I want it on my
I
iPod.
got you on the keyword
Uh-oh.
search. Yeah.
You're a Frostfire guy, LimeWire guy.
Yeah, LimeWire. Oh wait, no,
Hey, oh, don't tell. Don't tell. Don't tell. Uh-oh.
you wouldn't download.
Uh-oh.
You wouldn't download a car, would you?
No.
I was like, heck yeah, I would. If I could download a car and nobody would care, I would download. Could you imagine downloading a Ferrari into your garage?
It's called 3D printing. No,
can
just
do
kidding.
That was the commercials for like
Yeah.
infringing on like
Copyright stuff. They'd have it on like the DVDs before your
Yeah,
movie
yeah.
came
The
on.
DVDs. That's what it was. You wouldn't steal a purse. You wouldn't steal a car.
Yeah.
Is that on
So,
Frostfire?
so why?
No, this is just for like movies, pirated movies.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
They were trying to discourage people from
Ripping CDs or
yeah,
DVDs.
downloading.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, well, I wouldn't steal a car, but if I could download one, that'd
Yeah, I
be
could
pretty
download
sweet.
Yeah. On your 100 kilobyte per.
I could barely fit 9 songs
It
on
went
there.
from LimeWire, then it went to Frostwire.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
I skipped Frostwire.
Yeah, because LimeWire was kind of blocked. or
Yeah, we
whatever.
just and
like
then
on the school networks and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Then it was Frosty.
I think LimeWire just took out every device I had.
Not saying I ever did it. I'm not saying I ever did it. But
LimeWire was
I know
just
about him. I know about him.
just riddled with viruses.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Guaranteed to catch something.
All right, so today, boys, we're gonna talk. Well, first of all, we're gonna start it off with because we promised to do a Canadians draft, the best Canadians ever.
I'm still
go.
salty from last episode, to be honest.
I read the comments. Someone gave me the win there in
Oh.
the comment section. So
All right.
They though? Who
I think
They said-
Jeremy and I are gonna do that one, right?
they did
would you make
preface
a
it.
burner account? Yeah, you had to go make a burner account, didn't you?
They prefaced it and said they're American and living in the UK. So I don't know what it really counts towards. But not really the Canadian. But
Yeah. Okay.
I feel, what do
That's fine.
others feel Canada is? Our
I'm
perception
still
of them.
thinking
Right.
milk bag's pretty Canadian.
He's still salty about it. Okay, anyway, so
Hey, we got to get it up on the TikTok and then we'll go. We'll
Yes.
find out. Then we'll get lots.
we'll get the
of
true comments. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing that draft. Then we're gonna talk about just the dud of an All-Star game /
and it's not because I was there. Okay.
So we're gonna talk about how we should
Because
fix
Coach
that.
Chippy wasn't there. I think that's why it was. But
I did get to go to the All-Star competition. NHL flew me in, and I pumped out a few pieces of content there. And I think the top comment on every single one is, "Where's Chippy? Where's Chippy?
yeah, it's,
Where's Chippy?"
It's crazy.
So you can talk a little bit about what it was like behind
Yeah,
the
how
scenes
was it?
there
Yeah.
later on. Well, not right now.
Oh, okay.
We'll save it for after the draft.
Okay.
For the draft.
Okay.
And then after that, we're gonna get into. I want to talk about the playoff format. What would you do to fix it?
Mm.
Because
Easy.
yeah, like the Leafs versus Tampa thing, that's just ridiculous. And there's NHL
gonna
players like
pound them
McKinnon
this
and Crosby saying that it's dumb.
Yeah, the top 3 teams in the league have to play each other first.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're ready though.
Okay, so let's get straight into it. We're gonna do the Canadians draft.
Oh, just remember the disrespect you guys were giving. I'm the judge now. You gotta really be respectful towards the judge now, guys.
I think Jeremy was being more disrespectful.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I want to hear some nice things being said about me right now.
My first
Chippy's the best Canadian
exactly
ever.
my first overall pick. My first overall pick.
There
Coach
we go.
Chippy. Yep.
There we
Number
go.
one.
That's a great
All right,
pick. That's
should
a
we do
great
rock,
pick.
paper,
I
scissors?
think I might win.
You think you
Okay.
might win too?
Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors. Were you going shoot? You messed it up. All
was
right.
it.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, I snipped. I got the scissors.
You cheated because
No,
you
come
didn't do
on.
it the first time.
Well, we tied the first time.
No, you
picked rock, I
didn't
picked
even.
rock.
You were going for another shoot.
If you threw a
whatever.
paper, I would have gave it to you.
Dang.
Okay.
Okay, so we're drafting Canadians.
Yes.
The most famous
Well,
Canadians, or just
anytime? Yeah.
just the best Canadians
The,
ever?
the best Canadians
All
ever.
right, best Canadians ever draft. Jeremy's up first.
Who you got?
I'm giving Hayden a layup here because I know who everyone thinks that I'm going to take. But for the best Canadian, number one Canadian ever, I'm taking Terry Fox.
I had him on my
Okay.
list. Honestly,
That's a great pick.
That's-
Terry Fox was
I'm
absolute
kind of
beast.
disappointed. I thought that was my sleeper pick that I could get like second or third, but
I considered sleeping on him and trying to sneak him in there, but I just think for everything he did, like he's international, right? Like
Yeah, Terry.
right.
Yeah.
and not just like for himself, but for all of Canada, and even my kids now are in school doing the Terry Fox run. Like,
Oh yeah,
every
I
year.
grew up doing that every year.
Yeah.
Like Terry's an absolute legend.
So-
what a animal.
I think that it's hard to top that. Top
Yeah,
Canadian.
Terry's a great pick. That's a great pick to take at one. I don't know how you're gonna compete with that at one, but Hayden's up.
here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to compete, and I know which one Jeremy thought I was going to take, but I'm going Walter Gretzky
Oh my gosh!
Oh wow.
because my feeling is
wow.
that he is what it
We're stretching
means to
here.
be a Canadian.
A little bit of
You
a
know,
stretch. A little
like
bit of a
he's
stretch.
always welcoming people into his house. He
At
was
one?
great. He what?
At number one
Yes.
Canadian ever. Okay. Okay, I like it.
I mean, great pick because
That's
Walter.
a great pick. I
he
just
raised
I don't.
Wayne.
I think
So
Fair, and Walter was like Canada's dad.
yeah.
Like he was, at all the rinks. Like while Wayne was there in the limelight making
See,
millions.
if this weren't a hockey podcast, I probably wouldn't take him number one, but it is a hockey podcast after all.
Well, speaking of a hockey podcast, then I get to take who I really wanted to take number one, but Terry just beat him out by a smidge. I'm going Wayne Gretzky, number two.
okay.
I mean-
yeah. I mean,
He changed
Yeah.
the face of the game. We are a hockey podcast, and,
Yes.
like he brought hockey to the America, right? Like
yes.
But
before,
I think that
think it's-
most, like a lot of people, when they think of Wayne Gretzky, some of them are like, "Oh, he's Canadian," and even Canadians say that sometimes. Whereas everyone thinks of Walter,
Come
he's
on.
definitely Canadian.
But if you don't know that Wayne's Canadian, you wouldn't know Walter. They wouldn't even know Walter exists, probably. No, am I like like
I could see that point.
you know what I
maybe.
mean? Like I feel like Wayne's way more known.
I'm okay. I can see your point there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I like Walter. I like it as a great pick because he bred
you know what? It's
the guy.
he's a good guy to have on the team.
He's a great guy to have. on the
Great
team.
dressing room guy.
Number one's
Like,
crazy though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You want him on your team. You want him on
all
your
right, let's
squad.
move past my top pick here. We can. I'm gonna round it out with the rest of my lineup
Okay,
here.
let's see what we got here. There's
My-
a lot of big stuff.
My second pick, I'm going Drake.
Big-
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
there we go.
We're going relevant now. We're going recent.
Now we're going.
Yeah, can't go wrong with Drake.
No, Drake's probably.
He's making the lineup.
Drake's goatee.
He's starting forward.
Yeah, great pick for sure. He's going to bring the energy. I guess I will take someone recent then. We got to. Yeah, if you're going Drake, I'm going Bieber.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah, that was on my list as well, but I wasn't gonna go.
I can't let you have them both, right? So I got to take them.
Yeah, that's
Bieber
I'd
is-
say that evens it out.
Yeah.
I think Bieber's that big and Drake's that. Yeah,
we can have them center.
they could.
you know?
Yeah, they could face off one on one.
First off center there.
Sure, that's a very good.
Great first
Offset.
great first lineup there,
Mm-hmm.
starting line. Okay, my third pick. I'm going another musician here, kind of central to my childhood. Listened to her a lot, Shania Twain.
Oh, I thought you were maybe go Celine Dion or something, eh?
No, I think I like Shania more than Celine. I gotta be honest.
Can't go wrong with some country. You got some diversity on the team there. I like that.
Shania Twain.
Um,
Okay.
This is tough for me, but I think I kind of have to take this guy for third.
Fourth.
Oh, am I fourth? I'm already at number 4. Wow. Okay,
We're
there's
flying
Yeah,
through.
there's some
Wow.
a lot of stacked stuff.
I
on
have
the
to be
board
careful
right
who I
now.
take here because I'm going to miss some. This is tough. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to take Alexander Graham Bell. The guy invented the telephone. Nobody would be using their cell phones right now if it weren't for this guy.
Graham Bell.
We're
I'm
going
gonna be
way back.
honest. I must not have paid attention in elementary school history or something because I don't
Alexander
didn't even know who
Graham
that
Bell.
was.
I mean, literally, you don't know
Wow.
Alexander Graham Bell?
No.
Wow.
Come on. Yeah, I
Invented-
know. I had to study him in school.
No, the name sounds familiar, but I'm like, if you didn't like explain it, I'd be like, what did he do again?
Rob, okay, fair, but I mean, here's a Canadian who changed the world, like
Yeah.
literally as we know
That's
it.
fair,
to,
yeah.
to be fair, if he didn't, probably 10 years later, someone else would have done it. But it's not like we'd all be here writing letters and
No,
like.
that's
cell
a
phones would
that's a
exist,
very
but-
like historical pick. That's
gotta
a
go.
very, like,
Yeah, that's a good one.
that's a great
It's
pick.
now that I know what it is, I can get behind it. I'm not gonna trash your picks like Chippy always does to me.
That's hey, I'm going for depth here. You know, I want
Honesty,
someone.
We got to be honest. When it's a trash pick, it's a trash pick.
I've got some sports. I got some history. I got a musician. One last pick. It's gonna be tough, but all right. Who do you got?
All right, is
This
this
no,
my
this is
fourth?
four.
pick?
This is four.
My fourth? Okay. This guy kind of changed the whole film industry and has made some pretty crazy movies, directed, has a huge impact on like kind of culture in general over the years. James Cameron.
James Cameron. That's where you're going, eh?
I don't even know who that is.
He's a
so that's
director.
not good.
Like
That's not a good.
Titanic, freaking what else? What
You won't take Celine Dion, but you're taking
This is
James Cameron.
crazy. This is craziness right now. I don't
I-
know what I'm even seeing.
I actually did not like. I know.
right now.
I know James Cameron, but I did not know that he was Canadian. So that's good for the listeners. Like,
Yeah.
people are like what?
I've never heard James Cameron's name ever spoken in.
What are you
the whole world
talking
ever.
about?
I've never. I've
Here, let me
never
give
heard
you a
that.
list of some movies.
And
here
most
that
people
he's
probably.
Hold on. You can look those up while I take my while I win this draft.
Yeah.
Because the only thing missing on my team, I needed
Avatar, Titanic,
Okay.
Terminator,
Yeah. Okay.
Aliens.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
Haven't watched any of those.
that's substantial.
What else we got
Got to
here?
cater a little bit to the
But
judge as
But if
well.
we're going with films here, I need an energy guy on my team. I need someone who can bring everyone up. So my fifth overall pick, I'm taking Jim Carrey.
Huge pick.
Yeah, like,
That's
That I
that's
had
a
him next.
huge pick.
Honestly, God
guys,
dang.
that should have been like up there. Like that's a steal.
That's at number
That's
5.
a steal. I
an
think he's the
absolute
guy.
steal.
Honestly, he's my goat. He's my goat. Like Jim Carrey, probably one of my biggest inspirations. Like
100%. As a
he's my
kid,
goat.
like
he's my goat.
he changed the game for comedy.
Just acting.
he was
just
him.
Just him. He's and yeah. Even if you listen to like what he says now, like go tap into like Jim Carrey. Like
Oh, he's gone spiritual.
He's gone very spiritual.
Yeah.
We're on that same path. Jim Carrey's probably the steal of this draft so far. I don't know what Hayden's gonna round his.
So
last
so
pick
far
off
we've got a
here.
lot of musicians, actors. I have.
We don't have
James Cameron.
many musicians as I thought we would have.
Yeah.
Oh, we could have just gone all
Yeah,
day
I
musicians.
should've, but
There's some big,
got Avril
big time
Lavigne.
musicians out. Yeah, like
We could have gone Celine
whoa,
Dion.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Oh, sorry, I he's got another pick.
whoa, whoa,
I got a last pick here. But when you think of mankind, what are some of mankind's biggest accomplishments? Going to space, landing on the moon. Space, right? That's
Space,
that's
like,
like a big
Wow,
thing.
Frontier.
And when you think of Canadians, what do you think when you think of space?
I think
Chris Hadfield.
the Canada. Oh,
Chris
okay.
Hadfield, okay.
He's definitely an iconic Canadian.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a sleeper pick. That's a solid fifth
That
guy.
I mean, it's good
He's
to
gonna-
round out
he's
your
gonna-
team. You've got some.
He's a solid defenseman.
And what did he do? He went up there and
Went up to
chilled?
space, played the guitar, just
Okay,
big old Canadian vibes up in space.
All right,
I like that.
this-
And he's he's got multiple PhDs or something. He's just a genius.
okay.
Smart guy.
Hadfield.
Yeah.
Wow, like The Weeknd, like was probably a big. pick.
that's yeah.
big time artist.
Well, so if we're going for like current, like recent stuff,
Well,
like,
I thought it was like most famous. Like
fair.
I don't know, like
We just said best.
I'm saying the top Canadians. I'm going all time. Like this
Yeah.
is the OG
We
list.
could do
for me.
musicians, Canadian musicians, another time, like if we wanted to get down to the gritty of it.
All right, let's read it out.
all right, we'll start with Hayden's list here.
Start with the stronger one.
We'll start with
Questionable.
number 1 overall, Walter Gretzky.
Don't you diss Walter.
No, Walter Gretzky, beauty. I've met him. You know, I got a couple autographs from Walter.
And you're saying he's not the best pick? Come on.
number 1. We
Let's
got
just
Walter
remember,
Gretzky over Drake. I don't know when anyone's list has Walter Gretzky over Drake, but
and let's just
but
remember.
But I still got Drake.
Let's
Yes.
just remember what Walter Gretzky's son was called. The Great
Yeah,
One.
so we're
the Great One.
yeah. So that's where I'm a little confused.
Stop.
Where it's almost
Stop.
like you got to pile Walter with Wayne, but it's Walter number one.
It's a
Wayne
nice
would
pick.
Wayne would be the first to admit that he owes a lot of his success to his dad and how his dad raised him.
It's a nice pick.
100%. 100%. He's just not Wayne.
He's a good guy.
And he's more of a Canadian in his embodiment of being a person.
I can feel that. He embodies
Yeah.
the Canadian spirit for
Yeah.
sure of giving and
Like
caring.
if I were to pick like a Canadian person that I want to have represent Canada, it would have been him.
Okay, he's your
Okay,
first pick.
that's-
He's for he's your pick, and you got him.
Passionate about it.
Yep, I
Okay,
got
that's a
it,
great.
got it.
Okay, number 2, Drizzy Drake.
Drizzy
Start
and
it
Walter.
from the
Hey, could
bottom.
you
Now we
imagine?
here.
They would make the ultimate
Start it
duo.
from the bottom. Now we here.
Solid pick. Solid Drake
It's a
pick.
great
yeah.
pick. That's a huge pick. Number 3, we got Shania Twain.
Yeah.
What's one of her
Feel
songs? I
like
know. Is it, yeah, Feel Like a Woman.
Man. I
No,
feel it.
Any Man of Mine, I
Any
think,
Man
is
of
probably
Mine,
my
yeah.
best one. Yeah.
I mean, she goes off.
Yeah. I saw her at
Can you
Boots and Hearts this
Can you
year.
give me a
last
little
year.
like what's her best song? Like,
Any Man of Mine
Huh?
is the
Can you
best.
give me like a little riff of that? Like what's?
I'm not gonna sing on the.
Man of mine.
Better walk the line.
I apologize. I don't think
Any
I've
man,
I'm not a
any
big
man,
country
any
guy.
man.
I've heard it a million times. My mom used to just
Yeah.
I feel like she got
bang.
other songs that I know. Like I don't think I've ever heard that song.
My mom would have the Shania Twain on nonstop.
You know that I feel like a woman is a going.
Yeah, that one. Okay.
Let's
yeah,
go,
yeah,
girls.
Yeah, I know that one.
That's how she would kick off every live performance.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're having a party,
Big.
a party for two.
That's a good one. That's with Billy Currington, right? Yeah.
Okay, Shania number 3.
Yeah, she's a solid. That's a winner. The
a
top
solid-
3 I already won.
It's a solid pick.
Yeah.
Honestly, no, it's great so far. It's just the number 1's throwing me off a lot. Number 4, we got James Cameron.
Yeah.
He made some movies. Yep.
Made some movies. Never heard of him, but he sounds like a little bit of a goat.
Avatar was like the 3D movie GOAT, and he was
Yeah.
the vision of it.
James
Come
Cameron.
on.
That's great. That's
Actually,
great.
he
I
won-
never even saw Avatar, but I know people
He won
really
multiple awards.
people really rock with that movie. I just never seen it, and I'm not a movie guy.
He had the script and everything for Avatar. I think in like 2001. He wanted to make it,
he's
and
It's
the tech
movie genius.
wasn't there.
Yeah.
He couldn't make the movie because like the tech wasn't there. He waited until like 10 years later.
Yeah.
I remember reading it in like a bathroom reader.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, like
I had
Jeremy's
those-
taking a dump while reading about James
What was it?
Cameron.
Bathroom reader? What was it called again? Those
It's just like
bathroom-
this little book, and it sat on top. And I was like sitting there. It was like 2004, and I'm like, "Ooh, Avatar, that sounds neat." And then like 6 years later, the movie came out, and I was like, "Wait a second,
Right.
I could have just read. Oh, here it is, and then made it myself." No,
yeah, Avatar. It took like 9 years to make that thing or something.
Yeah.
All right, 5 at number 5 to round it off. Chris Hadfield,
Yeah.
an
Big-
astronaut.
big spaceman,
Let's go.
went up there and just did some space stuff and buzzed around.
It's a well-rounded squad.
It's
Well-rounded squad.
It's well-rounded.
Yep.
It's well-rounded. I think it had a better end. Beginning was tough, but we had a good kind of finish here from Hayden. Okay, now we're on to Jeremy.
Oh, 1 second. Let's give it a little
Give
pause
a
here.
little pause for a second here. Let's talk.
We're back.
We're back. See, so Chris Hadfield round.
So you were just saying I won, right?
Oh, hold on.
Wait.
Take a look at the other
Let's not
squad.
get ahead of ourselves. Let's remember that judging from last week. We gotta remember that. All right, Jeremy, number 1 overall. Terry Fox, solid.
I don't think anyone can really compete with Terry.
He was on my list.
Solid. Terry,
He
just
was
a
gonna-
legend.
He was
We're
going to go
all-
2 overall if you
has
didn't.
raised a lot of money. Was a goat.
like just his life.
I
Like,
want to
he-
get into running now. That's something I want to do.
his
so
life. The guy.
tap into some Terry videos.
It's wild how inspirational he was. Like he's like,
Yeah.
hey, I have cancer. I'm just gonna run
I'm just gonna
across
be a
Canada.
beast.
He like loses his leg and he just keeps like he's like, yeah, I'm gonna run with
Mhm.
with only one leg. Like
Yeah,
I don't.
the mindset. I think that's where we just think that he's just like, you know what?
I
No
used
one's
to
gonna tell me
remember-
I can't do
I want
this.
him on my team.
At school,
Exactly. That's what I do. too.
There's no quit. There's no quit.
at school, I remember gathering in the gym to watch the movie about him.
Oh yeah, you get
Oh,
chills.
and
when
you
I
also get
think
a
of-
day off school for the run.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
fired up, Terry.
yeah.
That's huge, bud. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for the day off school.
Yeah.
Like when you're like 10. That's
yeah,
amazing,
well, yeah,
right?
You're like, we got the Terry Fox run tomorrow. Let's go.
Yeah.
And you and your boys would just be buzzing around, trying to compete with everyone else, like showing off to the girls, like who can run further and faster.
Oh my gosh, when you're young, like how fast you
jump
run,
off this-
it's like
This rock.
look how fast I can run.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's just like, yeah, that's how you're top G. You're like, I'm just gonna go run and jump off something gnarly. And
Yeah.
look at this, ladies.
Alpha.
I could jump off this thing. And yeah, okay, that's a great pick. Terry Fox, number 1.
Number 2.
Number 2.
I forget already because it's that.
Whoa.
Oh, come on now.
Wayne Gretzky. At number
Forgot
2.
about Wayner.
At number 2.
The great one,
The great one.
literally.
Greatest hockey player.
The great one that all
ever.
Americans think that is American.
You know what?
Do they? Do
I
they?
don't know.
He's ours. He's Canadian.
Yeah.
We claim him. He's
Is
inspiring. Like kids still look
is
up
he
to Gretzky.
though? I think Crosby's more influential. I would have had Crosby on this
We
list.
could have taken McDavid, but I mean, could have taken Crosby. Could have taken a lot of hockey.
Like in
players,
my
but,
opinion, I think Crosby's done more in the last 20 years than Wayne. Like Wayne just started hopped on the
But we're not
TV.
talking about best Canadians in the past 20 years. But for the
Well,
sake
I
of
would
argument,
argue that Crosby's
done more
more
Canadian
likable,
things,
more known, more
like Canadian.
famous, more Canadian.
interesting.
Interesting.
Way more.
I don't know about more known, but I do agree more known
Gold
as a
medal,
Canadian.
gold scorer.
As a Canadian, I agree.
Yeah. Okay, that's number 2. Or number 2, Wayne. Wayne, good pick. I could sub him out for Crosby there, but that's just me. Number 3, we got Beeb Show. Welcome to the Beeb. I was just at dinner with Beebs and Pappy the other day.
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah.
Nice.
That's
Nice
pretty
filet
cool.
mignon.
Yep.
Yeah, Beebs was saying, yeah, he's just like
And
wanna
Tim
hop on the
Biebs.
pod or
Filet,
something like that.
filet
Yeah, yeah.
mignon
Yeah.
and Tim Biebs.
He won't stop texting me. I'm like,
yeah,
relax, dude.
Beebs
Like,
hitting
we
up my
got-
phone. Actually, I think he's ringing right now, but I can't answer
You
it
got
right
it
now.
silent.
Sorry, Beebs.
Toss it on silent.
So that's
Yeah.
a big pick. Goaty. He's a goat. Number 4, we got Alexander Graham Bell.
Invented the telephone.
The telephone.
Pretty important.
Pretty important. It's a pretty goaty list we have going on right now.
I would say important, but not iconic.
Whoa. It's a tough
No, he's iconic. He's like
that's-
he's probably the most iconic on this whole list.
It,
Like probably like
so my other pick.
In terms of history, yeah.
yeah, in terms of history.
My other pick was Fred Banting, who invented insulin, which was very,
Yeah.
important for the medical
Yes,
world.
yes,
Like,
yes,
it
insulin.
saved millions of lives.
But we're
and
not talking
continues
the
to.
most important Canadians. We're talking most iconic. Like,
I just thought the best Canadians.
Graham Bell's huge.
He's a
Graham
great
Bell.
guy.
Graham
I
Bell's
guess, yeah,
huge.
technically.
I took Graham Bell just because he's a little bit more known than.
Yeah.
I was
Banting,
thinking of like most, and when I was doing mine, I was thinking most iconic. Not,
Okay, I got
not,
you.
not most important feats or accomplishments.
Okay,
But I can see your point there.
iconic.
I would say that makes you an icon if you
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
something
Kinda
that
hard.
changes the
It's-
world. You do
yeah.
something that changes the
Yeah.
world. Yeah.
It's hard. Fame, icon. It's
But
kind of the
also
same thing.
ask every Canadian how many are actually going to know that.
I think Alexander Graham Bell pretty well known.
Yeah, I'd say a Graham Bell is for people that don't watch hockey.
He's a big hitter.
yeah.
He's a big hitter.
Yeah,
eh?
he's a big.
He's a
hitter.
closer.
He's
He's a closer.
a Bell. Now I'm more looking at him, the more he's a big time player.
Yep.
And he comes in the fourth quarter and says, "I'm gonna give me the ball.
Yeah.
I'm going 1-on-1."
Yeah,
and
he-
I made the telephone.
He brings
I mean,
he brings a lot of
these little
experience.
chubs on these little
Okay?
devices.
Exactly.
Well, there would be no devices without this big dog right here. So give me the ball.
All right, I give it to you. But
right.
your bottom half.
No,
of the
number
lineup is
number
can't
5. No, number 5's insane. Honestly, Jair's got better, I think, as we went on.
No way.
Ooh, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey hard to beat.
Jim Carrey's so hard to beat. The Mask,
Yeah.
legendary man.
In
Timeless.
terms of actors.
Timeless.
Timeless, just
Yeah.
like a goat. Like
I mean, I could have gone Mike
he's
Myers.
huge in the states too. Like everyone knows Jim Carrey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not
Jim
even-
Carrey's over Mike Myers. See, if you didn't pick Jim Carrey, I might have slotted him in my
Yeah.
lineup. But Mike Myers wouldn't have bumped out Chris Hadfield for me.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
You,
So like
you wanted the
Jim
the
Carrey's
brains.
competing with Chris Hadfield. It's Jim Carrey's 7 times out of 7 probably on a 1-on-1 there. Yeah.
In a 7-game series, Jim
yeah.
Carrey's beaten Chris Hadfield.
Yeah.
What, in 5 and 6?
4. Sweet.
4? No way.
Jim Carrey sweeping that. Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
all right. Give me a quick read of both, and then
Yeah,
Um,
just,
okay.
just
quick read.
rattle them off.
Okay,
No interruptions.
Hayden, Walter Gretzky, Drake, Shania Twain, James Cameron, Chris Hadfield.
Yep.
Jeremy, Terry Fox, Wayne Gretzky, Justin Bieber, Alexander Graham Bell, Jim Carrey.
Who wins? We need a drum roll, but we don't have one.
I gotta go Jeremy just with the Jim Carrey pick.
Boom.
Bieber and I were at lunch the other day. And then Terry Fox, Gretzky, Graham Bell.
I think that's an
Drake
easy
Drake
win.
was solid. Dude, honestly, you lost it with Walter Gretzky at 1. That's the only reason.
Aye.
That's the only reason, eh?
Just Walter, like
You
Walter,
just don't like Walter.
you shouldn't have been in the list at all, I don't think.
I
to be
do.
honest.
I do like your team. I think it's a good team. I think it's a great team for you to coach. That's your team, and I think you can take those players
I
somewhere.
don't need your pill.
Like I think if you take Bieber at 1, Bieber Drake. I don't know. Like there could have been some stuff there that Walter's a beauty, but
All right, you guys let us know in the comments.
Let us know in the comments.
Maybe it's
and
like
who do we miss?
Maybe it's a split. Maybe Jeremy wins the top 2 and I win the bottom 3, something like that.
Fair. And a
bottom
note.
3: Bieber, Bell, and Carey. I really don't know.
Who's and a noticeable undraft here is Tim Horton. I didn't take Tim Horton.
Tim Horton.
Oh,
No, I don't-
oh.
See, Hayden, if you go Tim Horton at 1
Yeah.
instead of, I think that really,
Yeah,
really-
that's
Tim Horton at 1 would have been.
Tim has a 2
Like, that's
for 1
actually,
approach.
how did that go
right?
on draft? I'm
He's-
surprised you didn't draft that.
It's
what
it was.
I didn't even think of that. Dang.
It was tough for me. That one, like, I went back and forth. I needed to
Tim
round
would
my
have been-
team. I
I
wanted
I
depth,
should have
right?
peeked over at your list. Eh?
But I couldn't take
Yeah.
I couldn't take Tim over.
Okay, there's got to be some people we're missing.
There's
there's
a lot
tons.
missing.
Let
There's
us
a
know in
lot
the
missing.
comments. Yeah.
I like Tim because he's got the hockey. He's got a pro, and obviously the restaurant, and that just keeps on going. Tim lives on.
Like, if
right?
you wanted to really play to the
He's
crowd, you would have got Josh Richards. You would have got.
Oh yeah, come on now.
You would have gone Josh.
Hey, he's got to earn his spot on the team. These guys are all vets. I went with like the All-Stars, right? Josh Richards,
Josh is coming up hard though.
he's a prospect. He's a
coming up
prospect,
heavy.
okay?
He's coming. Yeah.
Yeah, I want them to prove it, and then it's got to be timeless. Terry Fox is timeless. He's not going anywhere.
What other Canadian musicians am I thinking of that are huge?
There's tons.
We could just Nickelback.
yeah.
Nickelback, yeah.
I mean, everyone knows Nickelback.
Everyone
I'm
knows.
trying to think of like a
Nickelback.
pop star though. Like I swear there's like a big like Wayne. Like obviously we have the Weekend.
We'll save it.
Bieber,
We'll save it
Drake.
for another draft.
Top Canadian musicians.
Yeah.
We'll go off.
Yep. We'll see how this one does.
All right.
Yeah.
We're talking
All-Star
about
game.
how to fix the All-Star.
First of all, I want to hear what it was like being behind the scenes, like leading up to the All-Star game, because that seemed like honestly more interesting than the actual event.
Oh, it was great. So NHL just like picked a handful of influencers at random, right? Obviously, if they were picking from the top, they would have started at Chippy.
Yeah.
Right, and then worked
Big,
their way down.
big L there.
But they must have just like had a bingo machine and like balls would pop out and I
Yeah, that
happened
was
to be
tough.
picked, right? It was like a
I was
draft.
a little- was
I
a
got
little
picked
upset.
too, but I just couldn't make it.
Yeah,
I had
Hayden-
more important things to do. I had to edit the podcast.
Yeah, Hayden had to and play in the pond hockey tournament as well. That was important.
Oh
too.
yes, that was fun and
So
cold.
we did very cold. We did a charity pond hockey tournament. I say we. Ted Markle. He
Organized it.
all, got everything going, and raised over $100,000.
BioSteel was there.
BioSteel was a sponsor, but over $100,000 for cancer research, and that all goes to our local cancer ward.
Hell
So
yeah.
that's pretty big. $100,000
That's unreal.
going
Yeah.
to like.
Little bit of applause for that.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah, great job on a freezing cold day too. That must have been fun.
Yes.
Yeah. So we put a team in, the Puck Daddies. We did not win the tournament. Unfortunately, there's some.
There was 20
cheating.
teams.
There
Okay.
there was 20 teams, and the first
And a little
team-
bit of cheating.
Yeah, I'd say
Was there
I
some
want a
talent-
rematch.
Was there
Yeah,
some talent out there, or was it?
It was solid. But it was one of those things where it's like the guys that just took advantage of the pond hockey rules won.
yeah.
Like there, if the puck went into the snow, you're supposed to give it to the other team. The first team we played didn't do that. Also, you weren't supposed to put it above knee level. They were saucing it down the entire rink,
Like
over
over
our
his head.
Were they
heads.
good? Like were they?
Decent.
They were all right.
I wasn't there. so
Jeremy
I
wasn't
can't
there
really
for the
talk.
first game, but
Like,
the
were you
ice
guys,
was
like,
really
giving it to 'em
bad.
A little bit. Was it like a little nasty? Like
No.
The thing
it's
is-
all out there having fun, but it's the people that try the hardest.
Yeah, so I mean, it gets nasty. Yeah, have fun,
Wait.
but I it gets nasty if
Yeah.
if
Well,
it's for.
hey. You're gonna find out because in 2 weeks the Puck Daddy team is going to Gravenhurst and we're playing in a massive pond hockey tournament. Like,
Even bigger, yeah.
like 100 teams are in this.
Is it?
It's huge, yeah. And
Yeah, we gotta
these
bring
guys-
the heat there. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
we're not.
I'm gonna be wearing shin pads. I'm full gear.
Oh, shinnies.
I'm wearing
Yeah,
full
go
gear,
shinnies,
man.
yeah.
I've had too many experiences in these men's leagues. I'm getting
Oh.
Bedard treatment out there, man.
Yeah.
These guys want my shins. They want my.
We need the weather to
wrist.
cooperate. Actually,
The weather is brutal. It's like sunny. Like I could wear a t-shirt outside right now. I swear I could.
it's like nice weather, but
I
terrible
kinda,
for
I kind of
hockey.
want to go send it on a snowboard right now. We were talking about that perfect weather.
It's
for
going to
that.
be like 2 degrees, 3 degrees, 5 degrees, 4 degrees. This is all Celsius, so it's above zero. It's above freezing for like 10 days straight. So it's not good for the outdoor rink. It's not good for making a skating trail. I want to get that skating trail down. I'm waiting for a nice cold snap, and it's also not good for pond hockey. So as long as the weather agrees, we need the weather to switch and get a solid cold snap. Then we'll be playing in that pond hockey tournament. We'll let you guys know how we do. I'm saying we gotta go for the ship.
Well, we know the
Is there
strategies.
divisions?
Yeah, there will
Yeah.
be. We know the strategies now.
Yeah.
It's like as soon as they score, you got to go and try to score
Get
right
the
away.
puck
Do
and
we-
go.
Yeah.
And also, you want to make sure that you have at least one guy back and ideally two guys back.
Yeah.
Like you don't get caught turning it over when you're the last guy, or you basically lose the game because they just score every time.
Yeah, any turnovers just result in goals. It's like you
Yeah.
can't be the last guy back with the puck. You
And
just can't
also,
have the puck.
if the ice isn't good, you just want to sauce it as much as
just
you
sauce
Yeah.
on top, stop sauce. And yeah, it's almost like the guys with the best hands, they're going to get exposed because if the ice is bad, it just flips over their
can. Oh,
stick. If
it
you're
was
trying to do
so
too
bad.
much.
Yeah.
Are we playing in the top division?
Oh yeah, we're the top.
Yeah, I don't.
We're the top
doesn't
dogs.
Count, doesn't count unless you win the top
Yeah,
division.
gotta win.
I don't even want to. I don't
We're
even
not
wanna
playing
win it.
for the B
I'm not-
division
Yeah,
champs.
no, I'm not.
We
It
took
doesn't
it-
count.
we
It really
took
just
it
doesn't
easy.
count. I just don't think it counts.
No, so it was a charity tournament. We were taking it easy the first few games. We're like, oh shoot, like so. Yeah, we didn't go like hard to try to win. We were just there to have fun with the boys, hit the sauna.
We also didn't stack the lineup as much.
No, we didn't stack it. Like a couple guys on our team.
We had Jeremy playing. So.
exactly. Yeah, I wasn't on the
No,
bench.
but yeah, if we want to win this, like we got to take the best guy.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm not trying to like
I
show up
recruited.
and have like guys that can't stick handle and like
Everybody plays. Everybody plays.
Yeah,
so-
we
Yeah,
got
like,
a good
we need-
we
we
got a
need
good
a-
roster.
yeah, okay.
It's kind of like my Canadians draft picks. It's like just a solid
Oh
lineup.
my gosh. Okay, so All-Star event. Flew in on Wednesday. So the actual All-Star skills comp is on Friday. The game is on Saturday. So I got there nice and early. They had lots planned. Basically getting up. So I'm in Florida. And we just get up in the morning, 9 a.m. on a bus. We're going to the hockey rink.
They had a bus for you.
They had a bus.
Nice.
A bus full of beauties. Going to the hockey rink.
Name some. Name drop.
Okay, we got Zach Bell from Always Hockey. We got Pavel Barber, like just stick handling magician. We got Kane Van Gate. He's goalie.
Tendy.
Nick the goalie. I think he just passed 1 million subs on TikTok.
Oh, he's solid. Yeah, I like
He
it.
does all like the really funny like voiceover stuff. Who else? Swaggy P. Guy's just absolute cheat code at hockey. So good.
Nasher.
Yeah, Nasher. Can't forget Nasher. He's got the gaming, but also like solid hockey player as well.
Nice.
And then myself, and I don't think I missed anyone there. But next year we'll get Swaggy P there. I was leaning on Neil hard. He's the guy.
You mean Chippy? You said Swaggy P.
Oh, sorry,
he was already
yeah.
there.
Yeah. Next year we'll get Chippy there.
let's go.
I was leaning on him. Like, we got to get him here.
I'll be big enough by then. They'll bring me out. Too.
Hey, I mean, maybe they let me have plus ones. Or,
Yeah.
or maybe.
Well, I mean,
maybe I'll be your plus one. Maybe you'll blow
Swaggy
up.
had the whole Elevate 02 team or whatever, 08 team there.
No, it was just him and his wife.
No, I saw he had his buddy there.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the actual, maybe only at the actual game. I don't know.
Maybe they flew in to watch the game.
Yeah,
Who knows?
maybe.
Anyways, yeah. So we created a bunch of content. You can check my my IGs for
So
it.
what goes down when you go like? Are you guys just like bringing out your phone? Are you telling them I'm gonna film this? Like, what's the
Yeah.
what's the vibe? Like, I know when you get the phone going, it's different, and then when it's like just normal vibes. Like, so I just want to know, like, are you guys like, oh, you're gonna hop in this video with me, or is it
At one point, I imagine that everyone is like
needing
filming
content?
something. Like so, pretty much the whole time, someone will be recording something. I imagine, or at least most of it.
And you got to get in their video because you want them to be in. Like, it's like you gotta
The
you gotta
collabs, the
Yeah,
collabs.
like how do the collabs work at
Well-
an event like this?
Well, so the top three guys, like as far as hands go, like it's easy. Just
Yeah, you
okay,
just show up
here,
and
hold
dangle.
hold this phone, and they're just gonna dangle.
Yeah.
Like Zach Bell, just every time. It doesn't matter. We're at the golf course. You know, we did this chip and putt or whatever they had that event.
Yeah.
We're on the beach. We're at the hockey rink. Same thing. He's gonna do some sick like toss the puck in the air, bounce it on the ground, spin around 9 times, catch it, and then snipe or something. Right? He just does that in each location. That's easy for him. So he's doing that. Barber, same thing. Like he's just doing some dangles. Swaggy P, he'll do something like that. They have like their performance they have to do, right?
Yeah.
For me, I'm like, I'm not really gonna get 1 million views for my dangles.
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
they're
You're not?
nah, not for those ones, right? They're nothing. They're not above average.
They're pretty sick though.
They're
Pretty swaggy. bro.
they're not Instagram worthy dangles. You know, I save them for the game.
Right.
I'll put the puck in the net, but. Yeah, if you want to see that, just watch the old paint cans videos.
Exactly.
So me, I'm just messing around. I'm having fun. I'm trying to find like different ways to like just make something entertaining.
Yeah.
I'm just being creative. I'm using my creativity. I'd say that's my strong point there. So something as simple as like recording all the guys walking to the rink, and then I did like rating their style.
Yeah.
Like who wore it
Yeah, I
best,
like that.
whatever. Just like fun stuff like that.
Yeah. You're spreading the vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the NHL had stuff planned as well. Like they had all kinds of Florida stuff, and they're chucking it at us, and we're trying to
I
stick
saw
it
that.
all
I
around
saw
it.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you were the one sliding into everyone else's at the end.
Because I'm like,
You were wearing your shorts or
Well-
whatever, your swim shorts. Yeah.
Well, there is a boogie board there, and Zach Bell is doing his crazy stuff, and I'm just like, ooh, boogie board. This looks like fun. they actually go really well on the ice.
Yeah.
I took 2 strides and I jumped on the boogie board and I just kept
Was
going
it
and
fun?
going.
Did you
Oh,
crash into the boards?
I would have, yeah, if I wasn't a good skater. Because I was like going full tilt and it never slowed down. It just kept going and going and going. It's like, okay.
That actually sounds kind of fun.
It was great. Like you could go the full length of the rink.
That's
with
why
that
I'm
one.
saying we should do like an ice luge for the kids in the
Oh, yeah.
backyard. It'd be so
would be
so
sick.
fun. Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm just thinking, okay, what can I do to elevate this video? Like, it's got first the pucks, like all the stuff is coming at them as they're sticking around.
Well, that honestly adds to all their videos.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Like it when I watched it, it was like, oh, there's Jeremy, and I watched it again because it was like, was that Jeremy? Oh yeah, it was.
You want to see the Florida man slide in at the end, eh?
Florida
Yeah,
man slides
exactly.
in.
Just swimming on
Florida
the
man slides into hockey players' DMs.
Anyways, yeah, it was great. Best story there. After we shot this sort of all-star or whatever the content on the rink,
Yeah, the practice facility, right?
at the practice facility. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm getting off, and there's a group of like 15-year-olds or 14-year-olds, and they're all like cheering for all the. It was pretty fun.
Like all the cool goals.
yeah,
and
all the
stuff, right?
shootout stuff that we're
Okay,
doing.
Yeah.
You score a good goal, and then they'd all go wild. So it was pretty sweet.
Nice.
But I get off the ice, and I'm about to take the skates off, and right when I open the door, I see Pat Marlowe.
Oh, nice.
He's got this dusty old bucket on. The guy's like 6
Oh
foot.
yeah, you sent a picture.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the
So I
group
snapped,
chat. Yeah.
Little selfie. I don't think I posted anywhere. But I'm like, oh, this is neat. I'm like, hey, Patty, what's going on? He's like, oh, I'm just coaching my team here. So
Right.
he's just there. He's just out there. He's just hanging out.
To go on the ice after.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Right.
But I was chatting to him and I was just talking about the All-Star event. And he's like, what are you guys doing? And I said, oh yeah, I heard that like they were planning to sauce meat pucks into alligators' mouths or something. that was one of the planned events.
What the heck?
And I guess Elliot Friedman talked about it on his 32 Thoughts podcast.
Yeah.
And then it blew up.
Logistics.
And PETA started like nonstop harassing the NHL, saying like, you can't do this event, you can't do it.
Oh
so
my
they
gosh.
canned it.
Come on.
Here's the thing.
Come on, PETA.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, relax.
So
Like that would have been
The
so
alligator would be happy.
Much,
they're
entertaining as heck.
they're getting meat shot into their mouth.
Yeah.
What's not to like? If you're an alligator,
Yeah.
What are we talking about here?
those
That's
ridiculous.
United States of American event
that's
if I've ever seen one.
America.
Yeah.
But can you imagine you're saucing pucks
Unreal.
and,
I would have
having,
loved to watch
and
that.
having gators just snap it up?
I think maybe behind the scenes it was actually BioSteel that didn't want that. to
How
happen.
soft?
It's all the
how
Gato
soft are we
comments.
getting? How soft are we getting? No, that's insane.
So the funny part about that is I brought up that event and he's like, yeah. He's like, I thought we were doing that. And then he's like, I went to the gator farm this morning and
have you said this?
Pat Marlowe, right? He's like, I went to the gator farm this morning and I showed up and there was nobody there. And he's not joking. Legit, Patty Marlowe is
He's ready
at
to
a
film
gator
it.
farm with his hockey stick, and it's just crickets.
I want to see that, like
Come
behind the scenes. He's like,
on,
"Where's everyone?"
I'm laughing.
Imagine he like grabs some patties out of the back of his car.
He's got some bacon, eh?
That's actually hilarious.
I'm just like, Patty, they stood you up. It's like Happy Gilmore. Hey, meet me on the 9th at 9 p.m., right?
He's like,
there
"Was
in
this
his
just a bit?"
and wear something nice, right?
Yeah.
Could you just imagine?
that would have gone so viral
Oh my
on
gosh.
socials. Like that
Patty
would've
didn't
been
get the
so-
message.
No, he got stood up. I was like, yeah, I had to tell him. I said, they canceled the event. He's like, well, I know that now. I was like, yeah, like all these PETA things. They didn't tell me.
He asked the Gators. They said, "No, we're not doing that anymore."
That's hilarious.
He
I
shows
love
up.
that.
Yeah, a few Hall of
Oh man, that's actually a good story. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Anyway, so and then the next event we went to, well, so we did the beach one and we did the golf course one, but we got to skate with some of the All-Stars before the competition, the All-Star comp.
Right.
I was thinking we get like half the guys out there. I could create tons of content. When we're there, saw like Dylan Larkin, Jason Robertson, I think a few other guys show up. So I'm like, oh, sweet, there's going to be like a decent set of guys out here. When we get there, I look out and it's just a bunch of kids skating around.
What?
Right? I'm like, oh, okay. And then I look and I'm like, hey, is that Luongo? Luongo's out there,
Yeah, yeah,
right? And because he lives in Florida, and he's just there with his kids, and his kids are just messing around on the ice.
yeah.
And I was like, all right, whatever, I'll go out there.
His
hang
son's a goalie, right?
yeah,
One
yeah.
of them, yeah.
One of them is goalie. And then, so I went out there, and there was a guy in a hoodie, and I was like, oh, that's Tarasenko's. Tarasenko's out there, but he was just out there with his kids.
Yeah,
messing
they're all
around
just
too,
out there.
right? And then Jason Robertson was there, and that's it.
Oh,
But
interesting.
I also think that Jason thought that you were supposed to go.
Oh,
right? And then because he was in his full gear. He had fully dressed. Like nobody was in full gear. Just
Right.
Jason Robertson
That's hilarious.
dressed head to toe with his Dallas stuff on.
his agent will have heard from that one.
Well, maybe like the Dallas PR guys like needed him to be on the ice or something.
Oh,
Well, he was a cool guy. Like I skated right up to him and was like, "Hey, Jason, have you always been the best or better than your brother at hockey?"
What'd he say?
He laughs. He just laughs. He's like, and I had the GoPro on too, right? So he's just like smiles, laughs. He's like, and then he kind of like thinks, and he's like, "Yeah."
that's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Then you should have followed up. Have you ever considered swapping with your brother? Swapping teams?
I come to the Leafs, eh? Nah, Nick is like legit good at hockey. He's real good.
Yeah, he's got hurt though. Didn't
Yeah,
he?
he's just always injured and stuff.
Yeah, tough start to his career for sure.
And I would say like a year ago, you put him side by side, you'd be like, oh, I don't know, hard to tell who's going to be the best. And then just Jason just went off.
I'd
this
say
year.
2 years ago.
2 years.
Because Jason went off last year.
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah.
What is he at? How many goals he got this year? He's got crazy.
I don't know.
I think he's getting close to 30 or maybe he's at.
He started off hot.
Yeah, he's ripping. He was up there with McDavid.
He was scoring like
for points.
freaking 15% shooting percentage or something. It was crazy.
So that was fun. I took my GoPro and I put it on Jay's head, Robo.
Oh, nice.
So he.
Who?
You didn't show me this
Robertson.
footage.
Oh,
No, I haven't put it on the computer yet. So I mean, I was like, that was my plan was to get just put my GoPro on every All-Star's head as they're like messing
Yeah,
around and just get a
that's
ton
actually
of like
sick.
POV footage of all these guys. But the only guy that was there was Tarasenko, and he was just like chilling. He was in his hoodie.
yeah.
And then Jason Robertson was there, but with like a bucket hat on, like a fishing hat or
Yeah,
something.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Right? Well, so I just asked him, I was like, hey, can I toss this on your head like for like 5 minutes, just like messing around? He's like, yeah, sure, man. So I got some footage I'll look through, see if it's any good.
That's
Right.
hilarious.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty chill. The pre.
See any
What
other
about
guy
the-
like
what
Mitchie?
about
Was
the-
Mitchie out there?
No, he said only Jason.
No, like just at the events.
I saw Cujo in the lobby. Curtis Joseph for the Leafs fans out there.
Nice.
Cujo.
Yeah, I saw him in the lobby of the hotel. He's
So what do these guys do? What's Cujo doing there?
just hanging with the buds,
They
you
just-
know,
they just
reuniting.
Get invited out? Like
I
Cujo
guess.
just gets invited out? I guess.
Maybe he lives in Florida, or maybe he has like a vacation home or something. He's like, yeah, might as well.
True.
It's Fort Lauderdale. It's a nice spot.
I wanted to ask you about the golf event
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't watch the All-Star game or the event or anything. So
You're like a lot of people I heard.
Yeah, I did not either as well.
yeah, but I wanted to ask you because you guys were testing that out, launching the puck from what was it like
Yep.
a par 3? What was it like 150 feet, 100 feet?
Is it yards or feet?
Well, no, I'm saying feet
Yards.
because for you it's normally yards.
Yeah.
But like 150 yards, you're not launching a puck that far. So that's what I'm saying. It's like
Right.
100 to 150
so
feet.
I am pretty sure it was 145 yards.
What?
That's-
Yeah.
No, but you were playing it up from right across the water though.
Yeah, from where we shot it, it wasn't. So from where the pro guys shot, I think it was 145 yards.
What?
It was a layup to the pond.
Oh, you had to lay up.
Right.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, there's no chance.
Nobody's hitting
100,
the green from there.
150
Flat
yards
bomb
is
out
like
there.
that's like
450 feet.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
2.5
150
lengths of
yards.
ring.
That's about
Yeah.
my 9-iron.
Yeah, that's like a half clapper for me. But there's water in between. You know, like maybe
Yeah.
one guy could like rip it 300 feet, like 100 yards.
Yeah.
Right, and then it rolls another 50 or something. But there was water in between, so they all laid up. They basically laid up to where we shot from over the
Right.
and it was 50 yards from there, so 150 feet.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good guess then. Just from seeing the clips. Yours, you like launched it and it landed and rolled around
Yes.
the net like there was a magnet in it or something. It
So
was funny.
I thought I was gonna go in.
I know it looks like the Bugs Bunny wee in
Yeah.
Space Jam.
yeah.
But Barber shot, or no, someone shot first who was a left-handed shot, and theirs would land to the left and then go to the right because of the spin.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so you saw all the pucks. If you saw the clip, you saw the pucks on the green. That was
Littered
the
around,
people that
yeah.
went right. So I'm like, if I'm a righty, I'm gonna have to aim to
You're
the
out to the
right,
right, yeah.
so it can roll and it might make have a
Unless you
chance.
manage to like land it and it bounces properly towards the hole,
like
but
like a little
a little skid.
yeah skid.
Yeah.
So
but
were you
that's
guys just
tough.
doing it separate, or was it being videoed? Like, was it on TV?
No, we were just like messing around. It's so funny. Like I thought that we were like gonna
Be in the comp?
No, but like do the
Yeah,
exact.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought that, like, I was.
No,
like,
I what I envisioned was that you would be doing the competitions in the same light as what the pros were, so
Yeah.
that you could kind of draw comparisons. But it seems like they
Fair.
just let you check out the events without.
That's
doing
pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even then, I still felt like we were places we weren't supposed to be. Sometimes, like
Oh, right.
it had that vibe to it. Like, oh, I don't know if you're allowed. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you know,
Yeah, let's
we're
just-
here with you. We're with
let's
the
just-
NHL.
yeah.
Get us out there. Let's go.
Yeah.
I just had that. I mean,
Like,
it was.
I don't know if you're allowed in the dunk tank. Come on, man. We need someone in there.
No, it was great. It's just that there's an actual All-Star competition competition going on, so that needs to be like first and foremost.
Yeah.
And we're also there, so like
Right.
if they can squeeze us in, like we can have some time.
Right.
But like, oh my gosh, the chip shot, like the dunk tank one.
Yeah.
The guy was like, "You guys are just here for rehearsals, okay? Put your phones away. No chit chat." Like he was so like,
What the heck?
because they needed to rehearse
Yeah.
on us so that they could get the shots.
Why
of
did
the
why
pros.
would they have influencers come out just to be rehearsals? Like, just get anyone that can shoot a puck. If
That's
what-
pretty much it. But I mean,
Yeah.
I don't mind. It was fun.
Yeah.
And we did get some like funny shots.
I just mean
and
it's
stuff.
like, why tell you to no phones? That doesn't make any sense.
This was just like the guy probably like he wasn't really involved in the whole. He was like a part of the production crew for the All-Star Game.
So
he
all he
didn't-
cared about is
He
the
didn't know
rehearsal.
who we were or care who we were.
Right.
He's just trying to get.
Yeah,
he's
doing
trying to do his
doing
job.
his job.
Trying
He's
to do his
just,
job.
I see.
Get these guys out of my face. Stop recording and let's get this event
Yep.
planned.
Yeah.
Yeah, time is money when you got like
Yeah.
the big cameras rolling and
That's
stuff
funny,
like that, right?
yeah.
So it was fun. That's the little behind the scenes. But yeah, definitely that chat with Patty Marlowe about
The highlight for sure.
that was hilarious. And like I don't know, just taking a quick pic, him and Luongo meet him at the ice. That was fun.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a great time. Good
So
time.
anyway, that was all things that basically weren't part of the event. So
Mm-hmm.
what would you do to fix it? Jeremy's opinion.
How to fix the All-Star Game?
Yeah. The game itself or the skills competition?
I'd say the whole thing. I mean, personally, as a kid, I love the All-Star Game, and I don't know if it's because I was a kid, but I always felt it brought out the most skilled players doing the most skilled things. I wanted to watch it. I wanted to see, like things you would never see. Like when I watch Bure, right?
Yeah.
He's on a team with other guys that are just so good, and they're never going to play together. I want to see them play together, right? So in this case, I want to see a pass from Matthews to McDavid. I want to see them on a line together, stuff like that, right?
Right.
I want to see the best be the best and do what they do the best. But it's like they're doing these kind of cringy, like circus sideshow type stuff where it's like it's not really showcasing their talents.
No.
They're trying
At
to
the skills competition.
at
Yeah.
the skills comp. They're trying to make things
Right.
just fun, right? And even during the All-Star game, it's like I don't know if they really try that hard.
Yeah. So I think that's where it comes down to is like, as a player, this is my break.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right, like, if
that's what it is.
So
So just call it that. Call it the
All-Star break.
just call it like
event.
spring break, like NHL spring break, and it's just the guys messing around. I don't know.
What I think
yeah,
would
like
make
the
it more
personalities.
like for the game itself, I think that if they were able to make it so that the players had like a little more like, not that they care about the outcome, but that they're like out there and they're have a more of a invested impact on what's going to happen. Like, so say each team is drafted by like the top, like one player gets picked to draft their team.
Yeah, the draft was cool.
Yeah.
When they were doing the draft,
Like,
when
I
they
think
could
because
draft
then
the
it's like,
players.
oh, this guy picked me. I'm on his team.
Yeah.
Team McDavid is going to win this.
yeah, no,
tournament style or
exactly.
something.
Yeah, like
I liked it when it was North America versus the world. I thought it was kind of cool. It brought like an international. This is going back. It used
Yeah,
to
I
be.
remember that.
Yeah. So you have Canada and the United States
Yeah.
versus everyone else on a team.
that's a little bit like I like that, but I mean it seems like that's like there's a reason that was in the past.
They need to put some like money on the board. Like do something where these guys like throw the mic on, mic them up, show their personality. They should be goofing around, chirping each other.
Yeah.
No one's taking it serious because they don't want to get hurt. We understand that. It's like
Yeah.
get Mitchie Marner, like show the personalities of the players. Like I think that's like would be the biggest thing I would do. Like if I was the NHL, like
If,
how
honestly, I would be all for it if they just leaned into the fact that the players don't care about the outcome and just do all the things that players do that aren't really a part of the game. Like sewer.
Yeah.
Do a sewer competition.
yeah, exactly. Like
Or
something,
like-
competitive,
or
like
crossbar.
low key competitive stuff.
Or
that's
like all the players that are seeing like Zach Bell and stuff do all this stuff, have all like Zegras and all them try to do some things that like are done in the hockey universe, but not in the actual game of professional hockey.
yeah,
The thing is, it's got to fire up a crowd, and it has to be entertaining for people watching on TV as well.
Yeah.
And I think they're trying to make it fun and like.
yeah. They need to hire a.
If it doesn't
comedian.
work, well, exactly. Like certain things, like these guys aren't good at. They're good at hockey, so let them be really good at hockey and record that and show it. Right? Find
Yeah.
ways to showcase their skills.
Like the shootout comp, make it an actual competition, elimination style.
It's
or
simple.
something. Yeah.
It's simple,
Well, then, like,
right?
but like have it like so there's like mics on, so like someone can be in his ear,
Oh, yeah.
like. You know what I mean? Like get Coach Chippy in his ear. I want to be in his ear while he's shooting. Like I don't know, something that's like makes it funny, like something where
Right.
I like that.
like people are gonna laugh and it's like, oh, like no, you got to do this, or like you have to do whatever I tell you to do, or
Yeah.
whatever. Like there's like guys that are like, no, you have to go left, right, forehand or something, or like now it's
Right.
like we're all voting. You have to go to your backhand on this play. Everyone vote. And now you got them engaged. Like,
Oh, like the
Interesting.
like the live audience they do where they have like
Exactly.
a little device to vote
and they get
on.
to
Yeah.
decide what you have to go forehand. You have to go under the bar. You have to try to shoot this. You have to do some Zorro or
I would like if like the shootout competition, it wasn't judged by like did the puck go in? Did you score?
It's not a dunk competition.
Exactly. Did you
Yeah.
score? Yes or no? If you scored, then that's good, and you get a point. If you didn't, right?
Yeah.
Like,
well, the breakaway challenge was. Did they do a breakaway challenge?
To be honest, I didn't watch it either because I was flying home. I didn't get to it.
I think they did. Yeah.
So
Okay, well, the breakaway challenge is more interesting because like the guys are like just going in and trying to score. Or, like it's more, and then it's like you get eliminated if you don't score.
Yeah.
yes,
That's what I was talking
yeah.
about.
Way more fun to watch because there's a little bit of
Yeah.
competition. Like I don't know.
Like the one where they did, I think like last year or the year before when the goalie save streak.
save streak. I like
Yeah,
that.
Save streak,
yeah.
that's a good one.
Love that. You're seeing the goalies just make 6 saves. You know, every goalie that, like every kid that plays goalie, they're gonna watch that on repeat.
Yeah.
They're gonna throw on YouTube and just watch their favorite goalie make save after save after save.
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
that's a good one. So there's a lot that they're doing good, but I think that they just need to like showcase it better and not have it be like so, I don't know, boring.
Who
Like-
won the hardest shot?
So here's what I heard. I read a comment, someone that said they were there,
Mm-hmm.
and they said that they almost fell asleep. They were in the stands, they almost fell asleep. And then someone else that I talked to that was there, they said that there was an event, and then for like 45 minutes straight, nothing happened. There's like in an
Oh, that
arena-
was for the fastest skater, right?
yeah, something like that. It's like
yeah, they did like one and then took like a 45-minute break or something.
and then the next event, he's like, it was so boring.
Yeah.
So like they were kind of making it maybe only for people watching, but like if
No,
you
but
want,
I heard it wasn't even good watching. Like the people
On
watching.
TV?
Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
the people watching on
that's
TV were like, "This is brutal."
Yeah, I
well, I mean, we didn't watch it live, but
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing.
and I haven't gone back to watch it. I haven't seen any crazy things where I'm like, oh, I need to go see that.
Zegers not being there was a big miss.
Was he not there?
No, I wasn't there. They had
Why?
Troy Stretcher. I don't know.
Oh my
Did you
god!
see his
What a
tweet?
Steak.
He during the event he just tweeted a yawning emoji.
No.
What a
way.
savage.
Yeah.
No way.
What a
And he wasn't there.
What a savage! I love him.
Oh my
Zegers.
god.
Why is Zeke's not there? He's
I
like
know.
he's the only guy. They don't care if he stinks. I don't care if he's got 12 points this year. If you do those Michigans, you're at the All-Star game.
Yes.
Like, what are you talking about? Like,
All right. Well, here's my fixes because we've been talking. The players that go to the All-Star game, you go on the stats site for that year, right?
the year of, yeah.
The year of, and you start at the top and you work your way down, and all the guys with the most points, right? Those are the All-Stars. Those are the best
Yeah.
guys.
What about when
maybe
when
someone's injured?
What about when Crosby doesn't make the top 30?
Right. So we will have a bit of a
hand
window
select.
of
There's a
like
hand, there's like
you
5
can
guys.
handpick a few guys.
Ovi's
It's like
there.
you get the nudge.
The NHL picks them or the people vote?
I would
Vote.
say
I don't
like
vote.
and-
Phil Castle should be there. Like just like
give 3 to the NHL and 3 to the fans to make it competitive. People aren't going to vote in like 30 people. That's too much voting.
Right.
There doesn't have to be one player from every single team because some teams don't deserve to have.
yeah, like
some-
Nylander should have been at that for
Nylander should have been there.
Yeah, like if the 90s Red Wings were it'd be like 6 Red Wings at
Right.
the All-Star game.
for good reason because they had a great team.
Yeah.
Right. But it's like some teams they just have they're tanking for Bedard. They have no stars. Don't send anyone from their team
yeah,
there.
like
right?
yeah, like
good luck.
no
Better
one's watching their
No.
team anyway. Like
better luck next time.
yeah,
Do better. Right.
exactly.
don't get
this
to
isn't
go.
This isn't.
Yeah.
It's like turning into a participation league. Like
Right. So get the best
we
players
can't
there.
hurt anyone's feelings. We gotta have one from every team. Oh,
Like nobody is watching that team, and nobody wants to watch that player that nobody's watching at the All-Star game. I'm just right.
One idea that I
You
had,
want the best players.
and I threw this by you, Jer, yesterday or the day before, is every team gets told what events they're competing in, and they vote in one player
That's kind of cool.
from like their team votes in one player,
Like our
and then the
do?
fans vote in one player. If you get 2, if you don't get 2, then maybe the fans vote in the
Yeah.
player for that competition. Like if say like just to use the Leafs as an example, they're like, okay, you're competing in accuracy and fastest skater.
Yeah.
You get 2 players, and then the Leafs are like, okay, well, we're gonna put Matthews in for the accuracy, and then
Well,
let the fans vote in fastest
like,
player. or
Matthews shouldn't go. Matthews should be able to select who he wants to go. Like
Here's a little.
Nylander should have went instead of Matthews.
Yeah.
Like what's going on with that?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, true. Well, Matthews was injured technically.
Yes.
I know. So Matthews then could have selected somebody.
I mean, that's
They put someone else in.
they put
Ooh.
Barkov, I think, took over
Yeah,
Matthews' spot
ridiculous.
And then Tage
because
Thompson-
he's from Florida.
And then Tage Thompson couldn't go because he got injured, so
Yeah.
Darlene went, which was actually I think he should have been there in the first
That's
place.
a good replacement. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
A little insider info. I was talking to Robertson out there on the ice.
Yep.
And he participated in the golf event. Right?
Oh yeah.
Which was
Was that before you talked to him?
Yeah,
Right.
It was pre-recorded.
Oh right.
So it was like basically the first event that got recorded, and then like 2 days later they put it on TV.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I see.
So what do they do during the actual game?
That's
then?
what I'm saying. I think
Put it on the jumbotron.
I think they just put it on the jumbotron. That's why it was
you're paying $200 or
Yeah.
whatever to go.
Yeah, it's a
That's
little
great.
silly.
Yeah.
So that comes to a different thing.
Yeah.
I'll get to that right after this. But I said, Robertson, when you shoot, you have laser. Like you had a ridiculous shooting percentage. You're not doing anything crazy. You're just shooting the puck in the net. Why aren't you in the accuracy competition?
Yeah.
Oh, well, actually, I was one of the first guys to land. So because I was one of the first guys, they got me on the chip and shot.
Legit.
Yeah,
There's
Just-
no plan for it. They're just like, oh well, he'll do this.
That's hilarious.
so it's because he was there. He was one of the first guys there.
Oh my gosh.
That's jokes.
I mean, it makes
Sounds
sense
like this guy's-
logistically.
He's on schedule. He sounds like he's got his gear. He's at the events. He's like
He's
like I'm
pre-dressing
in
on
the
the
league.
plane.
I don't want to do anything to upset the league.
Hey, he gets off the plane pre-dressed.
Yeah, he's already ready. He's got his
Yeah, he's at
golf
the event with the
golf shirt on.
influencers. He's doing every single event that the NHL.
I know he's got full gear on the golf course.
yeah, that's.
I mean, maybe there was some more plan to that because they did have a shirt there that said Johnny Golf, right? So they knew Johnny Gaudreau was going to be in that event.
Right.
I don't know, but I just thought it was kind of interesting, like how people are selected for each events, and
Yeah.
like I
Weird.
want to see the guys with the best accuracy in the accuracy competition. I want to see the fastest skaters in the fastest skater.
I know,
comp.
but like that's why I said like if each team had the responsibility of voting in their 1 or 2 players,
Yep.
then that fan base would be rooting for whoever they voted in.
Yep.
Or the team, it's like, okay, we got this guy. We want to see our team win.
yeah.
You know, like it becomes more, whether or not they're trying or not, it's still more of an interest to the fans who wins instead of just like picking 6 random guys that are there. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just want to see the best be the best. That's entertaining. That's exciting. That's inspiring.
yeah.
If they don't get their shot, you'll never capture that.
Yeah, and then like that would encourage, like, say 1 year they had Matthews do the accuracy thing or whatever. Next year they switch it up. They're like, oh well, Matthews didn't win it last year, so we'll throw someone else there.
I like
You know?
watching them when they're a little stressed. Like when they throw a little those one timer that the one event where they go like head to head and they do like those one timers from that angle, then they have to switch to like the
Oh, the accuracy.
sauce the
man.
puck in, and then they have to
Oh
finish it
no!
off, like,
oh that yeah
a little
yeah
bit
the
of stress
pass
there,
That was
a
like
little bit-
passing.
But
yeah.
also the players don't want to be exposed. They want to
Yeah.
look good, right? They don't want to mess up. So they don't want to give like
that's what makes it fun. Like like you're in the NHL, like you're on the big stage. Like
So basically, we're saying there's lots that could be done, but we don't know what to do to fix it.
no. I'm going down my list for the events that they pre-record and then play during the All-Star competition.
Yeah.
I think just have either that day, like a few hours of pre-programming.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be a part of the All-Star event. It's an All-Star weekend. Maybe Thursday you have those pre-recorded things at play. So people that like the fun and games and kind of like the non-on-ice stuff,
Yeah.
they can watch it. And it's a great way.
Like live watch it. You mean?
Maybe not live. You can just you can pre-record it Wednesday and Thursday and then play it like Friday.
Oh, like don't play it during the actual.
Yeah, don't
event.
play it because it's pre-recorded. What are you going to do? Make the people at the stands
I
watch it?
see.
And
Right.
when I'm tuning in the All-Star comp, I want to see like hockey stuff.
Yeah.
I want to see the guys on the ice being awesome,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I do also like that. I just don't think it mixes. So come up with all kinds of stuff. Look at YouTube. What goes well? Dude Perfect. We've got challenges. We've got all
trick
kinds
shots. There should be some
Yeah.
trick,
trick shots, right? Like all this stuff could go off, and that's social content for them. They can get that on their YouTube. They can get
Do
that
it ahead of
everywhere.
time as promotional stuff.
Yeah, do it Wednesday and Thursday, right? And record all that and throw it up on their YouTube, and that's going to pump up the event and make like another show of like off ice trick shots and stuff.
I guess that kind of goes back to that the players are on their break and they're like, "Can I fly in one day and fly out the next day?"
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I mean, you got the
But
guys.
you're
that-
also you're under contract, baby. You do whatever the big dog tells you to do.
if you make
You
it,
do whatever the big dog tells you to do.
but if you're making it fun, then the
Yeah.
guys will like it. Like
Yeah, it's like, hey, you want to come and mess around, do these challenges for a while.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
like Dude Perfect or How Ridiculous, like those YouTube channels. It's so easy to get inspiration and know what works. Just watch YouTube. If this
Yeah.
got 30 million views, let's do something like that, but for hockey.
Right.
Right? And get your content.
Exactly.
And they're obviously trying to get views, and that's why they're doing these like different events that aren't on the ice.
All right.
All right, so that's easy. Get your inspiration from what's already working.
All right. So for
Simple
the
stuff.
people that are kind of like us and might have spaced out in and out for the last 10, 20 minutes, rifle down your list of what to do to fix the All-Star game. What do we need to do to fix the All-Star game?
I would like either East versus West or North America versus the world. It's kind of like a cool.
Okay, so 2 main teams to versus. That's one. Check one.
Yeah. What do you guys think about 3-on-3? Would you go 5-on-5 or you want the 3-on-3?
3-on-3.
I think 3-on-3 is more high event. So
Okay.
keep that.
If it's 3-on-3, I want to see a tournament style
Tournament style? Like, what do you mean?
elimination.
Yeah.
That means it matters. Make really quick 3-on-3 games, right?
Oh, you mean like split them into individual teams, like
Yeah.
teams of 3
Yeah.
or 6?
Or 6. Yeah, teams of 6.
So instead of like one team, like a full team with 3-on-3, make it like McDavid's team versus. Okay, yeah.
David's team, Matthews' team.
Split the teams up, make it based on the players on the team, not on the division or the
Exactly.
East versus West.
And they play like quick games, but they're going hard. They're trying to win, right? And they get more goalies there too. Get more,
Oh, true,
get
yeah.
more goalies in the All-Star comp.
Yeah, that solves that problem.
Well,
yeah.
Because what is exciting?
Or at least they don't have to sit periods, you know?
Yeah, and you can get the guys on the bench messing around, get the color commentary. You can get guys like Chippy there
Yeah.
interviewing them, and you can get like that play-by-play and like that, right? That inspiration. You get guys on the bench like telling them to do stuff, whatever. I think it could be a lot of fun that way.
Yeah,
But
there's some things that.
we need them to care and to try. And I also like the idea of elimination. Like when it comes down to the wire, you might get eliminated from the tournament.
Yeah,
They're
you
gonna
got,
try.
like, these guys are competitive. Like,
competitive.
Yeah.
Make
you
them
know, like
compete.
Naturally, whether or not they're going full tilt, they're going to
Yeah.
try to score. It's just like when you're playing pond hockey. It's like, I don't want to lose, but I also don't want to
yeah,
get embarrassed.
exactly.
Also,
exactly.
think what gets the crowd fired up. Okay, so this game is only say 8 minutes long, or say 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
right? It's 3-on-3.
Keeps them engaged longer, yeah.
It's goal after goal after goal after goal, and one team is down by 2, but they score and they score again. This crowd's fired up. It's only a 10-minute game.
Yeah.
right.
It's like us at the Braystone Pond Hockey
exactly.
tournament. Yeah.
And then it's tie game. There's only 10 seconds
Crowd's
left.
fired up.
Right. McDavid gets the puck. You know he's going to do something.
Yeah.
You know if 10 seconds left, tie game.
Yeah,
even
wind it up,
3-on-3,
McDavid. Wind it up.
You know he's going to do something. And it's going to get the crowd off their feet.
So you do like a 1v8 tournament
Yeah.
style,
Yeah,
3-on-3
I like that.
tourney.
Yeah.
And even if you only get like 4 guys on a team, you just swap, like you just, you do a quick line change. Because if it's only like a 5-minute game, like
maybe 10 minutes. I said
10-minute game. No, but I mean, because how many players are at the tournament normally? Like,
I don't know. Let's not go do the logistics. I'm just throwing out ideas.
yeah,
here.
yeah.
I like the idea.
We need them to compete. That's
All
what
right,
I want. I
and
want
then-
them find a way to make them compete.
And that's a decent way of doing it. I haven't heard that one before. I like it. Then what would be the one thing that you would fix for the skills competition?
I talk so much. I'm going to let you guys rhyme in here first.
The skills,
Yeah.
I would say just have them compete at the same time. Like it's like a race. So have like one side. So they're doing
So there's more
it's
competition.
just head to head. Yeah. So
Everything
it's
head to head.
everything head to head. And then it's like you go do your little.
Makes it more entertaining.
Yeah. And then it's
I
funny.
like that.
They're laughing at each other when one guy beats the other guy. And it's there's a little. Maybe
That is great. I
just
remember
mic 'em up. Yeah.
I remember the stick handling courses they used to do, and they'd have the same course set up on each side of the rink. And even visually watching it, you see who's winning and who's not.
Exactly,
And you see like the
exactly.
despair in the guy's eyes.
They
when he-
might have done it. I wouldn't watch. So I don't know. They might have done that this year.
But like,
don't
I
know.
like that. They'll make everything
yeah,
yeah,
head to
1v1.
head. Like
head to head. I
yeah,
like
like-
that. Yeah. I think another thing is what I said earlier about doing the skills that don't necessarily translate into a game. At least for like every year, there should be one challenge that like doesn't translate into the game. Like
there should
whether
have been a Michigan challenge. like,
whether it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
Michigan
just-
challenge or like Zaro, like
Yeah,
who can
like-
Zaro the longest or something. I
Yeah.
don't know, like do something dumb like that.
like
Exactly.
long distance accuracy. Like you get the guys
Yeah.
on like the far blue, and the first one to hit the target wins or something.
Or
Just
like,
keep ripping pucks.
nothing
Yeah,
but net
exactly.
challenge, or like bad angle. Like 2 guys go and they slowly work their way, and whoever doesn't,
Yeah,
like that.
exactly, something-
So do one event like that per thing, so that you have it for social and stuff.
Or even a
And
game of
it's-
horse. Play a game of
Yeah, game of horse.
I don't
that'd be-
know. Like
it's tough to like timing
Yeah,
wise do
that's
that,
tough.
but that's all logistics. Anyway, so lots of ideas.
For me, I would like to see. Obviously, like I said, I want to see the best be their best. So like, get them to like the accuracy competition. How does McDavid go 4 for 4? and then he goes 4
Gets
for
the best
4.
time.
He shot 8 pucks. He hit 8 targets, and he loses the accuracy competition. How does that work?
Yeah.
Come on now.
And also, he got it in the
He
best
lo- what do you mean
time.
He lost.
He lost.
In the first round, he got it. He got the best time of the day, I think.
He
right?
shot 4 targets.
And then he just didn't show up in the final.
No, he did. He shot 4 targets. He hit 4 targets with 4 pucks in 9 seconds,
Yeah.
which was the fastest out of the whole event. That won him the first round. Then he goes on to the final round, I guess.
Semifinal.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he was
against
eliminated in the semifinal. So yeah.
Yeah.
He goes on to the
Oh, he just didn't show up in the semis.
No, he did. He goes in the semifinal. He hits 4 targets with 4 shots, but in we'll say 11 seconds. But Kadri hit 4 targets with 5 shots. He missed one in 10 seconds. So he hit the 4 targets faster because he was just getting the puck, shoot, get the puck, shoot.
So to me,
Diego didn't show up.
To me, the timing.
For accuracy, he's perfect.
No. So I see your point, Jared, but the more important thing is the time. And to me, I like the elimination style, but it shouldn't be like you move on to the next round. It should be like, okay, you won that round because you got the best time. You move on to the next one, and it takes like your best
Cumulative,
time.
cumulative or your best.
Or your
That's how they do it in
cumulative
the
or
Olympics.
best.
In the Olympics,
Yeah.
you do 3 runs,
Yeah.
and the best run wins.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Like let everyone go and take the best time.
Yeah,
Like whoever can do it, that's the simplest way
That's
to do
what it
it.
should
Yep.
have been. Yeah.
Like fastest skater, you're not doing
Yeah, they're
like
doing
head to
this-
head, and then you take
exactly.
the
They're doing this
whoa,
division thing again, where
Here's-
it's like,
Yeah. The dang divisions.
yeah,
we're
like,
gonna get to
done
that
with
with
it.
the
Let's just
playoffs.
the overall best freaking performance. Like,
Yeah.
You know
it's
what?
the worst.
100% right there. McDavid would have set the bar. 9 seconds, 4 targets. Who can do better? And now everyone is trying to beat that. And now everyone's trying.
Yeah, like
Everyone's trying more. They're trying harder.
Yeah.
because
this
they know they have to beat
interdivisional
that.
stuff is just getting
Like
under my
I
skin.
agree. I like the head to head for that, but it could be like you go head to head and you do the time or whatever, but it still comes down to the best time.
Yeah, exactly. It's the best time. Whoever gets the
Or
best
like
time
you
wins.
do head to head and you do 2 rounds, like 2 rounds of it, and whoever gets the lowest accumulative score between the 2 of them. So 'cause
Exactly.
there's still a chance for a comeback for the other guy or something.
I like that.
Yeah.
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 I mean, it's
And if
not hard.
you miss, there's a time penalty. There's so much ways to make it more like
just watch the most watched Olympic events, the most watched stuff on YouTube, the most views on TikTok.
Yeah.
Find what's working, right? And just use those ideas, right?
fair.
Yeah, sounds like the NHL needs to hire some of the boys here to do some marketing for them.
I can consult. I will consult.
Yeah.
New
Yeah.
commissioner of the league.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like what fires guys up in practice, what fires fans up, what's working. Like what do you guys? Every minor hockey player has done a shootout, elimination shootout.
Yeah.
You remember the elimination shootout?
Do a 10 puck.
10 puck.
Yeah, that's
we
a
go.
classic. Yeah.
Right?
10 puck.
What do kids love? I love doing all the kids line up. If you score, you go back in line. If you miss, you're out.
Exactly. I think
And-
that's the breakaway shot. I think they did that.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So dig deeper, find more.
Yes.
I love it.
All right.
Oh, 1 second. I have to throw this out there.
Well,
Another crazy thing about the All-Star comp. Nick Suzuki wins the Chipotle,
Chipotle?
chip. Yeah, the Chipotle. That's how you say
Chipotle.
it. Chipotle, whatever.
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Canadian
okay?
version.
The Chipotle. He won the Chipote.
What up?
Chip and puck. Right, whatever the event was. The golf event in the All-Star comp.
Yes.
He won Chipotle.
Chipotle.
He won Chipotle for a year, like a year's supply
Yeah.
of that restaurant. It doesn't exist in Quebec. He plays for the Montreal Canadiens. The restaurant is not there.
Oh my
On
gosh.
the road though. On the road. He's probably eating.
Ah.
He's probably eating at home, and then on the road he'll go get Chipotle.
You think
Yeah.
he's gonna get the team bus to pull? Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys.
I got a lifetime supply.
I can get a free burrito here.
All the boys are gonna be let's go. They'll be like let's go get some free lunch.
Yeah,
On.
they all have to pay. It's only
Well,
for
what
him.
is it? What's this unlimited supply? Like, do I go and I can order 10 burritos? Like,
To be honest, I remember someone who won a year's supply of pizza in a contest, and they were so fired up, like I'm just gonna eat pizza every day. It was
rules. There must be some sort of rules behind it.
they received their prize was 12 coupons for a free pizza, so they
one
could
a
use
month?
one per month.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
it's such.
That's really
yeah,
stretching it. That's
Yeah.
really
I
stretching
should
it.
show up and get a double meat, double stuff, avocado.
I want a card.
You just gotta
Right?
give them be like, oh yeah, I got a coupon, but then don't give it to them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, just show it to them, but then oh, what's that back there? And then slide it back in. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, if I'm getting a lifetime supply of anything, I want a golden card and I show it, and they just tap it, and boom, $0.
Like they should
Boom,
give it to
$0.
somebody
yeah.
in the crowd that needs it more than Big Nick. I don't think Nick needs the free Chipotle. There's someone in the crowd that could use that free
Yeah.
Chipotle every day for a year.
I was saying that could be a way to get people fired up is pull people out of the stands and put cash on the line. And if the guys,
Yeah, like
if
we all
the
want to
guys,
see that.
right? If the guys make the shot, then they
They get-
win.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
get the cash.
You know what I mean?
So like bring them down, and but I'd be in the guy's ear.
Or like
let's bury
on
this.
the head-to-head ones, have
Yeah.
one fan for each
Yeah,
player.
and then so
go.
the fan
Yeah.
gets in his ear. Let's bury this. I need this here.
Yeah.
Like I need this.
Exactly. Get a fan down there hyped up, and like if your guy wins, you get 10 grand. You take it
Yeah,
home
it's
because
like,
then
no,
everyone's
we
going
need
wild.
this here.
Yeah,
bud.
that would be sick. Yeah.
There we go.
All right, there's some great ideas. Everyone, let us know in the comments if you have any better ideas.
Copy the link to this podcast, forward it to Bettman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clip all of the points we
That's
made for him.
hilarious.
I mean, actually, we shouldn't even upload this. They should pay us for this type of advice.
Type of consulting.
This
yeah.
is amazing.
Speaking of advice, are we gonna get into the playoff format quick?
Let's do it real
Are we?
quick.
Are we? Yeah.
It's quick.
It's just like get
It-
rid of the divisions, 1 versus 8,
1 versus 8, and that would solve pretty
solves
much
every problem.
90% of the problems.
the question here for anyone who just tuned out there for a second: how do you fix the playoffs? What's
Yes.
wrong with the playoffs? And I think everyone agrees 1 versus 8.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no more of this division stuff. No one's following it. I don't even know who's in our
It's,
division.
it's more fair to
Like,
the teams that
it's-
do well.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, the best
and
player, best team plays the worst team. That's
you know
just-
what? I had an
like-
interesting idea for it as well.
Okay.
So there's 1 versus 8 in East West,
Mhm.
right? That's what everyone knows. I wouldn't actually mind seeing 1 versus 8, but for the first round, you're playing like say first seed in the Eastern Conference would play 8th seed in the Western Conference. So the first round you're getting like a untraditional matchup, but it would be like interesting to each division because it's like, oh, I want to. I'm playing this team. They might not have played each other as much. Like when I'm thinking back to when I played OMHA, the teams I'm playing I don't know very well. It's kind of interesting to see.
yeah,
how
that's
the-
probably
how-
just strictly for logistics, probably.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
travel and all that. It makes it easier.
Yeah,
That's probably just what for that reason.
Yeah,
that's
that's
probably why it is. But
Because, like,
that'd
that
be-
would
I think it would be sick.
and then second round you go back and you play the
Yeah, you go
Eastern
play-
Conference. You
yeah.
go back and forth instead of
that's
like
cool.
because sometimes the Western Conference is way weaker than the East. Sometimes it's the
Yeah.
opposite.
Yeah,
So it's like it's more of like a
well-rounded balance.
yeah. Instead of getting to the Stanley Cup final
got
and it's
this-
like Tampa versus Arizona or something.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, yeah.
It
Because
kind of weeds it out
Boston,
sooner.
Tampa, and Toronto are like the best teams in the league, and then
Yeah, it gives a chance
all
for
on
the
one
final to
side.
be both Eastern or both
Yeah.
Western.
yeah, the best teams.
Yeah,
I like that. That's
Yeah.
actually way better.
because like then it's more it's
Yeah,
almost like 1 through 16 in a sense,
yeah. No, I like that.
but you just do 1 versus 8
Yeah.
for the Eastern and Western. Anyway, that was just an idea I had before the pod.
I saw another idea.
I like it. I'm gonna hop off real quick. You guys can wrap up the pod. I got to take a call. It's at 1 o'clock and it's 1:01 right now. So you guys wrap it up.
Jeremy's late.
But
Okay.
I'm out. Great idea. Great pod, guys.
Beauty.
Cheers.
See you, Jarrett.
No, for the one for the All-Star, make it home ice is on the line. Oh my god, Jared almost just
Jeremy
went
just wiped
down.
out in the
That-
background.
Not a smooth exit, eh?
Yeah. Oh
Not
my
the smooth criminal today.
Oh shit. But so for the playoffs, you're saying, or for the All Star?
For the All-Star, make
Yeah.
it so the All-Star game, whoever wins that All-Star game, East or West,
Yeah.
they get home ice in the playoffs in the final.
Make it.
I heard-
make it mean something.
Yeah, make it like
I've heard that as well.
but like then again, they don't want
I know,
the
but it's
guys,
like-
but like
If you're putting yourself in the shoes of the player, it's like, oh man, like I was debating on whether I even wanted to show up.
yeah,
to
that's
this
what I
thing.
mean. But make them show
Yeah.
up. They're in the contract. You know what I mean? You're getting
Yeah.
paid
Fair.
big bucks. Like you're gonna show up and compete for.
Yeah.
And the East team wants the that really makes it competitive. Like if that's what you want to do, like guys show
It
up.
has to matter.
Yeah, it has to matter. Like yeah, you play.
Then do you think it becomes too much of a burden then though? Like because like I got nominated to the All Star.
Yeah, it does. But it's like
Yeah.
yeah, you got to show up for your squad. You guys got to like. It's almost like
Right.
it would make it more almost of a tournament in the NHL, kind of like a tournament
Mm.
where there's just way more competition, and it's like yeah, you're playing hockey. Yeah, you might get hurt. It's just part of the game. Like,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we're taking the best teams. We're throwing you guys on a team.
I heard of something like the winning team gets like money raised for a charity or something. Like there's
Which
money
is-
on the line, which is a good
which is
idea, but
good.
they're not gonna.
They're not really.
I mean, like they'll care.
They can donate to their own charity. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they have money that if they want to donate to a charity.
Mm-hmm.
But like something where it's like, all right, we have to like come together as a unit because If
Mhm.
one of us makes it to the cup final, we want to have the
Yeah. I like Jeremy's idea because like of the splitting it into smaller teams of 3-on-3
yeah.
and doing tournament style. Just
They
because
did that one year, didn't they?
like basically I don't know, did they?
I think they did. They
Oh.
did that one year.
I'm interested to go back and see how that works
It's like
because
Eichel, it was Matthews, it was
right, because it's kind of like
Pasternak.
a more natural like it forms more natural competition.
yeah, 100%.
Right, because it's like all hockey players are competitive, and if
Yeah.
you can make it like friendly competitive, that's at least entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
And it's not just like guys coasting around, not giving a
Yeah,
crap. Yeah.
they should definitely mic them all up. Everyone should, and if they like
yeah.
that would be unreal because then you're hearing what they're saying on the ice like
Yeah.
live. But again, it's also the players are like, like I don't know if I want to
Yeah.
be mic'd up right
all
now.
comes,
like-
all comes back down to the
yeah,
players.
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
the NHL PA is gonna be like, what's going on?
Yeah. I wanted to before we end the pod, I wanted to talk briefly. I know you and Jared both did kind of a review of Logan Paul and KSI's
Oh.
Prime drink.
Yeah,
What did you? I tried one the other day for the first time, and it's pretty sweet.
it's super.
Like-
It tasted like a candy pop.
Do you know what they use for the sweetener in that? Is it sucralose
It's
or is it
something, yeah, it's-
fructose?
They're not tricking.
It's
me.
not sugar
It's,
though.
it's
right?
probably way worse than sugar.
It's probably way-
it's probably some sucralose made in a lab that's like supposed to emulate, but it doesn't have to say sugar on it.
yeah.
That's where I felt about it. It was
Like
just
it tasted good, but it was
it just
just
tasted like a candy pop. Like it,
Yeah,
and
like
they're
a
advertising
melted-
it like 0 calories.
like
This
a
is-
melted freezy almost. Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna get in big trouble with that.
Probably,
I feel
yeah.
like they're someone's
Well,
gonna-
Jeremy's video, he pointed out it says on the back, not for children.
and
or
the
something.
marketing is all
Yeah.
like
There's an interesting thing about the sucralose.
yeah.
There's this drink from Costco
yeah,
that I like to get. It's called
Yeah.
Joy Burst. It's like an energy drink,
yeah,
but it's like carbonated. It kind of or it used to taste like bubbly.
bubbly.
Like you know
Yeah,
like
my
the
body loves bubbly.
bubblies
Yeah,
they're solid. Like it's
Yeah.
just a nice light carbonated
Yeah.
drink. Like if you like club soda, it's kind of like that. but
People
it's
who like
got the
bubblies are like love bubblies. Like
Yeah.
they're like bubbly.
So I really like bubbly, and I trying not to drink like Monster energy drinks
yeah,
and stuff,
good
right?
call. Good
So I
call.
tried these Joy Burst drinks out. Like
yeah.
I've been having them for like 4 or 5 months, like on and off, and they were so good. They're just like a nice light fruity type drink, not
Joy Burst.
Joy Burst, not very sweet. And then I got them again last week. Crack one open, take a sip. I'm like, because it was so sweet.
No
They
way.
changed the recipe.
Changed. Okay.
And I looked at the ingredients. I still had one of the old ones in the fridge, luckily. So I compared them side by side.
Come on.
And the main difference was that the old ones use like ethiotrol or something like that to sweeten it. And the new ones use
Hey,
sucralose.
troll. Yeah. What is that? That's what I mean. There's like, what is in these drinks?
but, like,
it's like
The difference was like astoundingly
Was
way
it?
more sweet.
Yeah.
Like I don't want it anymore because it tastes like
yeah.
it tastes like literally like the Prime but carbonated. That's what
Really?
it tasted like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's the scary thing. It's like yeah, that there's all these little
It's like what is that
Tricks.
doing in my mouth, my mind, making
What's
it
this
seem
in-
sweeter? Like,
yeah, or in my body. Like
it's
what's
like one ingredient and it changes everything. Yeah.
well, because now they don't have to put sugar. Like as soon as you don't have to put, you can advertise no sugar,
Well, no, it wasn't sugar before either.
but you replace it. But they replace it with like
It's a cheaper thing, I think. It was a
Yeah.
cost cutting mechanism, but it's like they,
like the sucralose.
yeah,
It's got to be worse for you than normal natural sugar. Like it's like they're
yes.
They're making
well, like
this
that's like
stuff-
the BioSteel. It's an all natural stuff, right? It's
it?
yeah, it doesn't have the sugar, and it's got stevia leaf instead of
yeah, like,
sucralose
if we're
or
doing
whatever.
that. Yeah, like
Yeah.
having anything but like that sucralose stuff. Like
Yeah, if you want a good pre-game hydration drink, BioSteel's the way to go. I did like the Joy Burst energy drink. Sometimes I'd have those before the game just to give me a little,
Yeah.
because the tea extract or whatever gives me a little boost.
yeah,
But yeah, I won't
I'm a
be
big
hap-
tea guy.
Yeah,
I'm a big tea guy.
like green tea or
Green tea or no English breakfast tea. A
oh,
lot of, I think there's a lot of caffeine in there. I don't
There's
love
a
caffeine. I
decent
don't do
amount,
coffee, but I
do you
think
do milk in your tea and that
black tea.
black tea,
I go black tea. I went black coffee.
right?
But yeah, I'm also. What drink were we just talking about?
BioSteel and
BioSteel.
Joy
Before a
Burst.
game. Oh, before a game. I'm usually just water. I'm a
Yeah.
big water guy.
I mean, I'll take a pre-workout every now and then. Too.
yeah.
Pre-workout for like a late. night
Okay, the
game.
pre-workout. I have a funny story with that. I used to. So I was in the gym a lot, right? So
Yeah.
I'd be taking this. It was called like Batch 27, bro.
Yeah,
And it was like a It's like a
underground.
no, it was like known, but it was just like the most potent stuff out there on the market, man.
Yeah.
I was like, give me the most potent stuff, and I'd be taking a scoop of this. I didn't read it.
You're like, I want to drink chalk.
Bro, it was like equivalent to like 4.5 cups of coffee.
Oh my
I'd
gosh,
be, dude, it was
yeah.
so bad because I'd be taking this.
Jitters.
I'd be itching my head, bro. It would be
Yeah.
like and you just be like pumped up, and then but then the more you do it, the more
You need it as a part of your routine.
it's just it just
Yeah.
affected me so much because it would make me feel so high, and then
Yeah.
you come down from that,
Mm.
and I was like, why am I feeling so weird? And it was that was a big part.
Yeah, no, I've got like the 6-star pre-workout. I've had that in the past, and it's solid.
Do you do it before every workout, or do you?
Yeah. It's part of my routine, but it's like it almost just kind of gives me I find it gets me dialed in, like the focus.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
But
It'll get
I
you,
don't like
fired up.
I've experimented with a lot of different ones, and any of the ones where I could actually feel a big difference, like the jitter almost,
Weird.
like
Yeah, I
the
don't like
muscle
that. I
twitching
don't like that.
or whatever. I didn't like those ones. I just like the ones where it's like something tasty to drink.
Yeah.
I actually
Gives you a
drink
little boost.
I don't even drink it before I go to the gym. I have it in my bottle when I go into the gym. I
Okay.
drink it as I'm doing my warm-up
Okay.
set, and then it kind of kicks in about mid-workout.
Yeah, 30 minutes in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
okay,
but
that's smart.
the routine has me dialed in or
I
whatever.
like
so,
that.
Yeah,
I like
it's-
that.
Anyway, the
Hell
little into our drinks of choice.
Big gym guys. We're big gym guys.
Yeah, big gym guy. We got to go to the same gym. It's just you like working out at night. I prefer the morning.
I don't even like working out. I'm about to I met up. I was in Montreal this weekend. One of my buddy's friend. He's like a big runner,
Yeah.
bro. Like running is insane. Like
Oh, it's a whole lifestyle.
oh my goodness. So he runs like these crazy feats. Like he's crazy. Like he's a crazy runner.
Yeah.
And he was just saying like he listens to progressive house music while he runs.
Oh,
And
interesting.
so he put
Like
it
just the beats, like
Yeah.
ambient beats.
Yeah, but it
type
was
stuff?
crazy because it was like so upbeat, and I was like, oh, like it's like he says he gets in a meditative state where he's not even like
Thinking about running.
like it's just like, so he put on the music, and I was like, whoa, like this music's insane. Like it
Interesting.
had like a little tick, and like it has like a rhythm, and it was
Ah.
like it was like oh,
Keeps
like,
you going.
and I was
running.
like, it took me a while to like find the rhythm, and then I was like, oh, I got into that like kind of state where I wasn't thinking, and it was just like the rhythm. I'm
I
like,
imagine if you're actually running, it's easier to find that
he
rhythm.
says like mid run if he's on like I think he does like these crazy, like he ran for like 24 hours straight. Like he's on these,
What the?
yeah, he's a beast. Like,
Yeesh.
and I was like, whoa, like let me tap in. Like he's doing yoga every day. He's
Yeah.
listening to this progressive house music. I'm like, that's kind of new to me. I liked it.
So you heard that, and you're like, I'm gonna work out in the morning now.
I'm gonna go for runs. Like I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
start
run, yeah.
running. Like running is like huge for like just mindset. Like,
Yeah.
Like whenever now I'm feeling lazy, all right, go for a run. Like just go outside at whether it's 10 o'clock if I'm gonna like go on my phone and watch
Outdoor runs
YouTube or
are
something like that.
Elite too.
Yeah,
Get
outdoor
out
runs.
out
like,
in the wildlife, the nature,
especially when it's
on a
cold.
trail.
When it's minus 30, like I'm going out there. I'm going
Wakes
for.
you up.
I want to be dangerous. Like I'm on like that right now.
You're gonna go. You're gonna start running, training like Rocky, boxing, and
It's kind of like I'm kind of
Yeah,
like feeling like
in
that's
that
kind of
mentality. Yeah.
just kind of like really like locking in like back to just like getting in tune with myself more, and like the running is a huge part because like
Nice.
whenever you're feeling lazy or you want to like sit back. For me, I'll be like, it's like 10 o'clock. Oh, I'm going to watch a YouTube video.
Right.
No, I'm going to go for like a run, and then I'm going to journal, and then I'm going to go to bed. Like, instead of like,
Discipline.
yeah, like getting really on that discipline wave, like
Yeah.
right now.
Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be following up with you.
Follow up because like, and part of like when you say you're going to do something, you get the dopamine. It releases a lot of dopamine.
When you
So
actually
it's
do
actually
it.
doing it is like
Yeah.
a lot of people are like, oh, I'm going to stop, or I'm gonna, like you get the dopamine from telling everyone you're not doing it.
Yeah.
But no, I'm actually like today running.
There you go.
Get in tune with it.
It's a beautiful day for it, and
Beautiful,
we
it's
should
gorgeous.
wrap up the pod now that the weather's so nice. Maybe we'll go for a run together. No.
Yeah, let's go for a jog. Let's go.
Yeah. All right, guys.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in. Keep tuning in.
All you puck dad. Oh, before we go,
Oh, well, we got to do a little.
we'll do a little thank you for
do a little video.
Yeah, yeah. I almost forgot. Let's see here. We got to do. We got some new orders even since last I checked.
Let's go. Puck Daddies for life.
What do we got here? Let's do someone that their order has already been delivered. Okay,
Here we go.
we got Rennie.
Big Rennie.
You're kind of far over here. Let's get you in frame. All right, Rennie.
What's going on, Rennie?
He's loving the pod. He says he's got a certified beauty hoodie, Puck Daddy tee, although you're going to look fresh in those.
What a legend. You're going to look fresh. Don't think too much, just flow.
Let's go, buddy.
Rennie.
Thanks,
I appreciate
Rennie.
you, big dog. Let's go.
Beauty. All right. Yeah. So if you guys don't already know, any merch that you order, we'll send personalized thank you messages.
Yes.
Sometimes we'll do them live on the pod like this.
Big Podski.
That's
Big
about
Podski.
it.
Keep
That
tuning
wraps
in.
it up. Thanks for tuning in.
Keep enjoying life.
See you
Smile
guys.
today. Smile today.
Peace out.
Gonna change the world with my hockey stick. Gonna make a real difference. Feed the poor and heal the sick.